It is 12:45. Meteorologist Damon Madsen joins us now. And Damon, one thing you always taught us, certainly over the years when you and I have been working together, is when that rain comes down real fast, that creates problems.
It doesn't take long, Mark, especially here when we've had such a soggy setup where we've had repetitive rounds of rain over the last few days. There's nowhere else for that water to go, and that's why we still have that flooding threat here today across the DMV with more rain, more storms on the way. Well, flooding is not going to take much to develop here. And there we go. A flood watch is back in place for most of the DMV. Just west of the district, that flood watch goes until 10 p.m. tonight, midnight for the district itself and surrounding counties off to the east. But overall, the timing, there's only that 2-hour difference. Generally, what we're watching out for here is that heavier rainfall and thunderstorms that could lead to flooding throughout the rest of the day today, at least through the first half of the night. We'll have to keep our guard up. Now, these gray skies have been locked in with all this wet weather we've been seeing of late, but they're actually going to be a little bit of our saving grace. If we can keep these clouds in place, the atmosphere isn't going to get much energy going. It'll stay stable enough to where we would only see some lighter rainfall. Unfortunately, though, if that sun breaks out, warms things up, and gets some energy going, that's where the heavier rainfall and the storms could develop. And unfortunately, we're seeing that sun breaking out across western Maryland, the I-81 corridor into the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia, and the temperatures are showing just that. We're already warmer than yesterday, but we're seeing temps reaching up toward 80 where that sun is breaking out. There's the energy those storms, that rainfall could use. Meanwhile, back toward the district, still a little bit cooler, but it is already up into the middle 70s. And check it out. Where that sun has broken out, guess what's developing? We have some heavier rainfall, no thunderstorms yet, but stretching from Petersburg back up through Kaiser in the eastern panhandle. And this rainfall is what's going to continue to track across the heart of the DMV and potentially bring that threat of additional flooding in some locations. And here's how things will unfold. Check it out. Going on toward the 3 o'clock hour, more of that rainfall, those thunderstorms will try to take hold as more sun breaks out toward the I-81 corridor. Notice the pockets of yellows and reds on the map. That's the heavier rainfall we don't want to see after how soggy it has been. Now, as we move on toward the evening commute, back toward the district, still decent. We could be seeing some light rainfall by that time, but look at where the heavy rainfall still is. It could be sitting over some of the same areas of northern Virginia, the eastern panhandle, western Maryland, and if this heavy rain hits some of the same locations over and over, it's not going to take very long for flooding to start to unfold. And look at this. We're going to go into the 7-8 o'clock hour, still seeing that scattered heavy rainfall and those thunderstorms. We'll continue to have some of that activity into the night. 10 p.m. here, some of the heavier rain finally makes it to I-95 in and around the district. Even overnight tonight, there could still be some pockets of rain before it finally dries out a little bit heading into the day on Wednesday, but then scattered showers and storms will be back with heat and humidity building on Wednesday afternoon. So all in all, folks, you get the picture here. We're not seeing very much of a break for any of that recent rainfall we've picked up to just soak into the ground. And look at this. While most of us should be fine, there could be some pockets of 1-2 inches of rain, possibly higher than that, across portions of the Shenandoah Valley. And that right there is all it would take to lead to additional flooding concerns. So we'll be on the lookout for that today, even a little bit on Wednesday. Then Thursday, a cold front sweeps in with temperatures into the lower 90s. It's not going to take much for severe thunderstorms to develop. We'll watch for that severe threat. It quiets down Friday for the start of summer, but then speaking of summer, folks, the heat will be on. Get ready. Some brutal heat is likely with temps in the upper 90s by Sunday and next Monday.